Have you heard of the Center for Health, Education, and Wellness?
No. I think so.
Yeah, I was part of the program, so I was part of Balls to Balls.
Do you know what resources they provide?
In my freshman year, I helped out with some vaccine clinics that they were doing there. I'm in public health, so that's something that I kind of know a little bit more about.
Not really. I'm not one that struggles very much with mental health, but I do have heard friends who have gone to them. I'm not exactly sure what it entails, but I've heard that it's been a net positive.
Have you heard about their April month of sexual assault awareness?
I've not. I mean, I've seen posters, but I haven't heard about it.
I know of it because of like the Instagram, but
Do you know anyone who's ever been affected by it, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not that I know of. I'm sure it probably has happened, but it's not been disclosed to me before.
I have, I think it's pretty common with our generation for a lot of people to be affected by it. People just don't talk about it that much, but it does happen.
Do you know where you can go to find resources?
Yes. I know campus has a lot of resources.
If you could give any advice for how to maybe prevent it or defend yourself in that situation, what would you say?
It's hard being in that position because usually that person that assaults you is gonna be someone who's kind of close to you or in your circle.
Yeah.
So definitely finding a trusted authority where you can just kind of tell that the situation to, and they can report it to the police or something, or you can personally report it to the police and not feel like you're being harmed in some way by doing that. I think that would probably be the best option,
Welcome back to Vol Talk. I'm your host, Ali La Rosa. Today we're discussing the Center for Health, Education, and Wellness as they prepare for Sexual Assault Awareness Month. I'm joined by Dr. Kayley McMahan. Kayley, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So the first question I want to ask is, what is the Center for Health and Education and Wellness?
The Center for Health, Education, and Wellness, aka CHEW, is an office here on campus devoted to promoting the health and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff. So we do education initiatives around mental health and well-being, alcohol and other drug risk reduction, sexual health, healthy relationships, and as well as sexual misconduct awareness and prevention.
That's great that there's a resource like this on campus.
Absolutely.
What is your mission?
The mission of our center is really to help foster a community here at UT that is healthy and well, that is free from risky behaviors, free from violence, and we do that by empowering our community to take charge of their health as best they can, and also to be active bystanders to prevent harm if they see it happening.
Yeah. So do you guys think that you're doing a good job with that? And
I think we are, yeah. CHEW had, just like the rest of campus, had kind of hit a bump in the road when COVID happened, but we're back on track. We've got a full team of folks who are committed to the health and well-being of the university.
That's great. Sounds like a great community to have.
Yeah.
So what is Sexual Assault Awareness Month? Sexual
Assault Awareness Month is a time of the year. It's during the month of April. It happens every year. And it really is focused on bringing awareness and attention to the issue of sexual assault. At CHEW, we believe that our focus every month for us should be Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and we do promote sexual assault awareness throughout the year. You may have seen our Consent Is campaign,
yes,
and other initiatives such as that. But Sexual Assault Awareness Month is really a time for us to come together as a community and focus on the issue specifically, and just focus on the issue and commit to awareness and commit to doing all that we can to prevent sexual assault, excuse me.
No, you're good. Well, I'm glad that you said that it's not just this month, but it should be every month, but that this month especially is getting more awareness for it. So how prevalent is sexual assault?
Sexual assault, it's hard to put an exact number on it, but approximately 1 in 4 college women will experience sexual assault during their time in college. Estimates are around 1 in 12 to 1 in 14 college men will experience sexual assault. Anywhere from 1 in 3 to 1 in 4 U.S. Individuals at some point in their life will come into contact with sexual assault. So it's not a rare issue for sure. It's yeah.
It's sad that it's not rare. And
Yes.
those numbers, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that.
Yep. Yeah. It's it's a lot.
Yeah, I bet. So what initiatives have you guys taken, and what do you plan for SAM this year?
So this year for Sexual Assault Awareness Month, aka SAM, we have planned a number of initiatives that we would love to see the UT community get engaged in. We are doing, you can find all of that information of the events at the calendar.utk.edu/SAM, S-A-A-M. But some of the initiatives that we have planned, we're doing a kickoff event on April 3rd to paint the rock for SAM. April 4th, Tuesday, April 4th is SAM Day of Action. So we'll be writing letters of support for survivors. And then a couple of other things. We've got a brown bag lunch series happening throughout the month. We have open Vols Act training, so where people can sign up to be trained in bystander intervention, which is whenever you see something, harm happening, help you know how to act in that situation.
Yeah.
But the big thing that we've got planned for this month is an event called Vols Walk for SAM, or Vols Walk for Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Yes.
It's on Wednesday, April 12th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is going to be the first large-scale SAM initiative since 2019.
Wow.
So we will be joined by the Title IX coordinator, Ashley Blamey, as well as Chancellor Plowman for a keynote speech to kick us off. And then we will do a really short walk around campus to raise awareness. And then we'll come back, we'll be at the Student Union 21st Mortgage Plaza. And we will have various tabling activities, interactive activities, refreshments, and of course, swag.
Yeah. So I know you said something about the bystander effect and how that's like a prevalent thing. Do you think that there's other things like self-defense, like workshops that you'll have, or?
So if anybody would be interested in self-defense, the UT Police Department does do self-defense classes. That's an option that you could register for. Our office does do the bystander intervention training. It's called Vols Act training. It teaches you how to acknowledge a situation, you see something harmful happening or potentially harmful, consider what you could do to help and take action. We also have other session programs that you can request, students can request on consent, healthy relationships, sexual health. I mentioned the brown bag lunch series. Those are going to be some ways that you can learn about the different aspects of sexual assault. You asked specifically about prevention and, like I said, self-defense classes, but part of prevention is awareness. So we have to, that's the point of doing this month, create, we need to be aware that this is happening and show that we are committed to preventing it. And then if we can, we won't solve everything, but if we can all commit to being active bystanders and practicing consent and healthy communication, I think that we can make a difference.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's such a sad thing, but it's great to be aware of it and to learn more about what you can do to, I want to say prevent it, but be more aware.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you want to say that we've left out or that like you're passionate about?
Oh gosh, just that, again, this is the first major SAM initiative since 2019, and we really, really want to see the UT community show up and support this. It's just so important to show our commitment to Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and also the other a variety of initiatives that we have going on throughout the month. So, yeah.
So I know you said that for this month we're mostly focusing on it, but throughout the year, how do you think you guys bring more awareness to it?
So throughout the year, we take an approach where Like I mentioned earlier, we focus on it throughout the year with we have our Consent Is campaign. And so typically, it won't happen in April, but typically on the first Tuesday of every month, we give away approximately 350 consent t-shirts. And we ask the UT community, if you've got a consent shirt, please wear it on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
We offer ongoing education throughout the year, so students can request educational programs from us, from our office, like I said, on consent, healthy relationships, and bystander intervention. We also do a number of other initiatives throughout the year related to other forms of sexual misconduct, such as dating and domestic violence and stalking.
Yes.
And so we try to do prevention and education initiatives throughout the year on those topics as well.
So when someone comes forward, what type of, is there like a pamphlet you guys give them, or what advice? And
if someone comes forward and has had an experience.
Yes.
So if someone has had an experience, a sexual misconduct experience, if they were to tell us that, yes, we would provide them. The Office of Title IX has resources, has handouts that we use to distribute to students at our tabling events. But the Office of Title IX is really going to be the place that you want to look for any sort of supportive resources available on campus, on and off campus. They, if you go to their website, it's ix.utk.edu, there will be a list of resources there.
yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad that there's a community on campus and a program like this, and that you guys are helping out students. And yeah. Well, that's all the time we have today. Kayley, like I said, thank you for being here. We'll see you next week for another episode.